So my name is Brandy Burke. I'm here with Juan Hinestroza and Lena,
I'm Lina Sanchez.
and we'll be talking to them about his fiber science. So, how did your career start in fiber science?
Well, so before I am a professor of fiber science at Cornell University. Before that, I did my PhD in chemical engineering. And before that, I did an undergraduate in chemical engineering as well. Before that, I went to a high school like you guys. My school was a technical school, vocational school, and I learned how to do electronics. But I have fascination for chemistry as well. So I decided to pursue a chemical engineering degree. In the process after I graduation, I started working with textiles, and then I looked into the possibilities of merging nanotechnology, which was the area I did my PhD on, and textiles. And then we started looking into these possibilities of how to change materials one atom at a time. And then making small changes, you can make big changes at the end. And that was something that we started almost 15 years ago.
So, what brought you to Cornell's College of Human Ecology?
Okay, so the College of Human Ecology is a very unique place. It's a place that has so many interests, and we are allowed to explore many interfaces like textiles and nanotechnology, electronics and clothing. And that diversity of thought and thinking, and also the 4-H program and extension that the human ecology has, was the major contributors for me to move from North Carolina to New York. And I'm so happy to be in Ithaca now.
What is unique about your position at Cornell?
Well, there are many things that are unique. One of them is I can do my research on the interface between nanotechnology and textiles, but also I have an opportunity to talk to people from all different majors at Cornell. So I work with physicists, with musicians, with electronic engineers, with computer engineers, with chemists, with mechanical engineers, with fashion designers, with interior designers. And also I do outreach. So I can talk to high school students, I can talk to middle school students, and then share with them how science can actually make a big difference in the world.
So, a big question is, what exactly is nanotechnology?
Okay, so that is a very difficult question. It's like, what is technology, yeah? So, but nanotechnology refers to materials that have dimensions that are smaller than 100 nanometers. Now, nanometer is a very difficult concept sometimes to understand, but like, for example, a 6-year-old kid is about 1 meter. You divide by 10, it's the width of your palm. You divide by 10 is the width of your pinky. Divide by 10, maybe a freckle. Divide by 10, you get the hair. Divide by 10, you get a blood cell. Divide by 10, you get a bacteria. You divide by 10, you get a virus size. Divide by 10, and that's my domain. Yeah. So you divide by 10 9 times or 10 times, and those are the dimensions I work with. Things that are not visible to your eyes, but we use microscopes, we use electrons, we use neutrons, other types of radiation to see in that domain. And what is important is what you do in that domain can have huge consequences. You can make cotton, for example, to conduct electricity. You can make cotton to change color. You can make cotton to kill bacteria, only by changing small things at that scale without affecting the actual properties of the material.
So, where do you see the nanotechnology, the fiber science field heading in the future?
So what we want to do is to create a new revolution. Well, the way we see clothing is mostly like an expression of personality to cover you. But we want clothing to do more than that. We want clothing to protect you. If it's too hot like this today, the weave pattern will be open, so you can have some fresh air going through. If it's a tough winter in upstate New York, it will close. It will change color. For example, if I go to a Syracuse game, it will become orange. And if I go to a Cornell game, it will become red. Yeah. These type of functionalities that you can communicate to get information. For example, I can play the YouTube video on my jacket, or I can use my shirt as a camera. clothing that can see, that can hear, that can sense, that can change color, that communicate. And that's the revolution that we want to do, one atom at a time.
That's very interesting. Can you describe your future collaboration between 4-H and Cornell?
So Cornell has a great tradition of working with 4-H. We have a very strong 4-H program in the state of New York, and we always involve high school students, middle school students, and we have every summer we have 4-H camps, fashion camps in which students come to Cornell, interact with our students, understand what is behind making clothing, understand new electronics, new functional materials, and we will keep doing that. We understand that by something that is so familiar to you, like a piece of clothing, and understanding how it interacts with chemistry and technology and physics, you can, these kids from 4-H can get motivated to pursue careers in science. And I'm a scientist. So we love when more people have more interest in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Well, thank you very much for your time today. It was very interesting talking to you.
You can talk to my student now, Dina.
So you work with him, correct?
Yes, I'm a PhD student in his lab.
Now, what kind of things do you get to do?
Well, as part of my research is more scientific. I do apply physics. But as part of the project team, we work with embedded electronics in clothing. So we have a project team that is interdisciplinary. We have people with physics major, fiber science major. We're trying to recruit more. And yeah, just basically, I guess my major was in physics engineering, and I did a master's in physics too. Now I'm in fiber science, and I guess I just choose this path because I wanted to, I guess, have two of my passions, which is science and art. And I guess I have here both sides of what I want to pursue.
Do you have any encouraging words for anyone who wants to pursue the same career path that you took?
I think it's really excited to understand your world around. One of the ways is actually to understand science. Definitely, I would encourage you to do like a physics major, a chemistry major. Like that's really excited. Like just to realize and how to understand the things in your world. But also, if you really are seeing, I mean, how, if you understand science, you can do a lot of things also in the art part. So I guess, yeah, for me, science was a really good choice.
Well, thank you both very much.
Very happy to be here, and I hope you have fun in the fair.
Thank you.
Look forward to see you in Cornell this summer.